Happy Thursday. A frustrating day today, kind of at the end, the last couple hours especially. So I talked last night about that DSC passive signal on the Monaco blue car. We're getting technical again, how about that? Yeah, can't figure that out for shit. We swapped the button panel with another car, no difference. Swapped the SCM behind the glove box with another car, no difference. Rechased all the wires, checked for continuity. We have nice, clean, next to no resistance through those wires. All connections are good. We tried moving, one side back to how it was before, thinking maybe there's a production difference here behind the glove box, and then at the DSC module, tried every combination, no beans. Recoded the entire car with blank SG code ERIN files. The vehicle order is set right in both the LM and the CAS. Literally recoded the entire car. It took 25 minutes, no difference. There's no fault code stored. It just doesn't work. And when you go into DSC and IMPA and then status and look at digital values, it's not showing anything happening when you're pressing that button for what used to be TPMS and what is now MDM mode. It doesn't show that it's being pressed. Whereas if you tap the brake pedal, you pull up on the e-brake handle, those light up as black, indicating yes, you are activating this function. So I'll need to look in another E60 M5, maybe my dad's tomorrow, and verify that his does indeed show when you press the MDM button, which for his is different. It's in that SCM panel down here, and the 08 E60s and later have a little row of 3 buttons here and a row of 3 buttons here. So I don't know. I mean, when you've done everything you can do and there's no fault codes, there's no process to work through, I'm not really sure what the appropriate course of action is there. Then the M6, it had an aftermarket Android-based CID, central information display, and a bunch of like 40 feet of bullshit wiring running throughout the car for a backup camera. A little bone to pick there with the Android systems. So you'd think that one of the basic reasons, one of the most commonly requested reasons for an aftermarket head unit would be Bluetooth audio streaming, right? I mean, that's what 95% of people would use. Well, it didn't have that. It had a million apps, half of them in Chinese, like Mandarin characters, not even English. And I went through every one of them. I went through the native Android stuff. There was no way to wirelessly connect a phone. So as far as I could tell, the only benefit of the Android system would be backup camera integration, which did work pretty well, though the installation was crap. They just drilled holes throughout the car and didn't put any paint on metal stuff or anything, so it's gonna rust. So backup camera and what else? If it doesn't offer anything in terms of phone connection, no CarPlay, no media streaming. There's some application called Z-Link or Zlink, and it had pictures, like the icon was a little Wi-Fi symbol, and I thought, well, maybe this is it. Well, it turns out one of them, I don't know if it was Link or not, but one of them had an option to turn your car into a hotspot or connect the car to a hotspot. It could work both ways. So they figure that you might want Wi-Fi in your car, in case you want to download some movies for your upcoming flight while you're driving to work. But they didn't consider the fact that maybe you want to connect your phone and, stream some tunes. Anyways, coming off that tangent, we had to remove the e-brake handle boot and knob just to gain access to pull some of the wiring out. And as we did that, it was evident that they removed it to install it as well, and they broke both of the plastic tabs that hold it in there. It was crazy loose. So I went to the customer, I said, new one's $300, they're in Germany, it's gonna be another 4 weeks. That car's been here all summer. Or $40 on eBay, $50 on eBay, we'll get a decent condition used one. So I went through all the available listings, found one in the US, found one with clean leather, ordered it, it shipped promptly, it arrived today, open it up, tabs are broken off, and they fell out of the bubble wrap as I carefully unwrapped it. So poor packaging or broken during packaging, nice. That's a Nissan move. What is that, a Mercury? That looks like a Sable or something, or is that an old Infinity? I don't know, piece of garbage. So I had to message the seller, explain what happened. I don't know how we're going to resolve that, but the guy wants his car back. I want it out of there and paid for, and it's just this piddly shit that on every car is what takes the last 60% of the time we have the car. So wins today. I worked on organization around the shop. I gutted our product shelf, the top 3 shelves. I had written on there with Sharpie years ago, just like oil filters, fuel filters, 1060, 1030, 530 oil. And I thought, well, that'll be really easy to take off if I want to reorganize. I'll just hit it with some brake clean. I did that today. I hit it with brake clean. That took about 1/3 of the Sharpie off. The rest of it, I had to get a Dremel and grind down the plastic. That Sharpie worked its way in. It had to be a mill. into that plastic. I ground off a lot of material until you couldn't see it anymore, and then I'm using the label maker to reorganize. Guy came by to look at the seats that I've had for sale now for months out of my 540, the original comfort seats. And he's going to let me know by Monday if he wants to make a move there or not. And that's pretty much it. Alan's still cleaning up one corner of the shop right now. He's going to put a hose in his E30 tonight. I'm headed home early today. It's just 6 o'clock now. The Lakers in-season tournament game is, I guess it's in Vegas against the New Orleans Pelicans. So I'm going to catch that. I'm going to make some pasta, maybe have a glass of wine or a bottle or three. And that's going to be the end of Thursday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Friday.